Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, during this worldwide download celebration, this Cooler Movie worldwide download celebration, we actually got 200% leader skills available for both Blue Gogeta, who we already did a video on, and then of course this guy, the Dragon Ball Super Transforming BROLY. Now, I would argue in terms of hype and, you know, honest, like how successful a celebration around a character would be, I would say that this guy is probably now, like, almost the most deserving. I don't know. I mean, because, like, Demon King Piccolo, like, I would probably argue deserves it more since he's never at a Dokkan Fest. But, like, he does not carry the hype that BROLY carries, right? So, I would, like, really, if we were going to do, the next major celebration, I would want it to be themed around BROLY. I think either Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super BROLY will be fine. I still think it's stupid years later that Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z BROLY have the same names, by the way. This character is just called Super Saiyan BROLY, same as DBZ BROLY, which is dumb. These are, like, BROLY is not the same character in Dragon Ball Super that he was in Dragon Ball Z, so that's really stupid, right? BROLY characters, I think, would be much better, and they'd be able to work better on some of these teams, right? Like movie bosses and stuff like that, if they actually could link together well. Now, this, of course, is a transforming character from years and years ago. I wanted to do a 200% video for him. This guy's not really too relevant in, like, super serious content these days. You could probably get away with him still in, like, some Super Battle Road stages, or some of the meme events, like the, you know, punching through the robots for the worldwide celebration. Right, like, there's spots where some of these characters could be useful. But I want to kind of examine how this guy's EZA might look, potentially, right? This guy, maybe, you never know, could have a very nasty EZA coming up in the future. If base STR Cooler is any indication. By the way, STR Cooler came out, what, 11 months after this guy, and he already EZA'd, so keep in mind that, you know, this guy could get an EZA almost at any time. Now, if I was to identify a flaw in this guy's kit, his kit is ridiculously basic. I mean, compare what he's doing to units nowadays. Dude, his passive is one line. He gets 6 ki, 130% attack at the start of turn, and 100% defense. That's it. That's it. That's all he does. So we have no idea what this guy's EZA is going to look like, by the way, because it's like he has a one-sentence passive. So this guy could EZA, and he could be doing a million things. Extra damage against multiple enemies, damage reduction against Saiyans, who knows? Like, he could do whatever, right? Then once he transforms into the full power BROLY, he definitely gets very, very interesting for sure as well, right? But the weakness in his kit that I would identify is the fact that this guy does supreme damage on his AoE. Now, you know, it's funny. I thought that this is the last time we were going to see this on a Dokkan Fest exclusive, but poor Raditz. They gave Raditz supreme damage as well. But this BROLY has supreme as his super attack modifier, which is just very bizarre. Super attack effect is he greatly raises attack for 1 turn. So let's see what our boy BROLY can do. Again, he's on LR Final Form Cooler's 200% leader skill. Because remember, he's on Movie Bosses 170, and then BROLY is on Transformation Boost, right? So, you know, we are getting that. Now, this rotation, this opening rotation is pretty interesting, because we're actually getting 90% attack support right here from both Turles and Cooler, so this will be pretty good. We're getting a ton of support, because remember, Cooler, right, now gives 50% the transformation boost when there's one enemy, which BROLY is on. So, you know, this is where Cooler's EZA is just ridiculous, and it's going to be so very helpful, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what sort of numbers we're going to get right here. Oh, that Cooler lowers attack and defense. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. So, next turn, BROLY's stats are still going to be lowered. Okay. Well, I mean, he does an AoE. I just wanted to show him doing an AoE. That's why I went into this Metal Cooler fight. It's whatever. Of course, he debuffed us. Thank you so much, Metal Cooler. Thank you, brother, so much. All right, so we'll get this AoE, and we'll hop into a different event. Remember that BROLY transforms into his full power state starting on turn 4. He just auto will transform into it. And at that point, he becomes, honestly, quite a bit better, because he's not doing an AoE anymore. You know, he gains immense damage, and then he gets a guaranteed additional built into the kit, which, you know, a character back in 2018 having guaranteed additionals, you know, was a big deal. Alright, so this is a very strong turn. We potentially could have everything active here except for Super Saiyan with this Dragon Ball Super BROLY right here, but Of course, one of those is the absolutely dreadful Berserker Link, right? So his Link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prodigies, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. Berserker is like probably one of the biggest victims of the Link level update, right? So Berserker, prior to the Link level update, is 20% attack when HP is 50% or less. Berserker, after the Link level update, is 30% attack when HP is 50% or less. I don't know why Link level 10, they could have just kept it at 20% attack, but then take away the HP restriction like big bad bosses. It doesn't make any sense, right? I think it's absurd, ridiculous, very stupid. That's the way they chose to operate with that Link. Okay, so we're still going to get a bunch of support. Remember, our attack stat and our defensive stat are going to be lower on this turn because Metal Cooler did lower it a little while ago, right? Alright, so here's Broly with 6 out of 7 links activated. Well, I guess technically it's 5, but one of them we have to be under 50% HP in order to actually take advantage of Berserker. And then here's his AoE, right? I've used the shit out of this Dragon Ball Super Broly a lot when it comes to World Tournament play, right? Like, if you take a look at my most used characters, Broly is right up there near the top because of that, like, this guy. This, you know, Super Saiyan Broly, I've used countless millions of times because of the fact that I've rocked this Dragon Ball Super Broly in World Tournament. Again, just, like, countless times. So, alright, let's go ahead and jump over to another event. I guess let's see Broly transformed and see what level of damage we could, you know, kind of get from the transformed Dragon Ball Super Broly. Alright guys, here we are in another event. Let's go ahead and see the damage we'll get from Broly on this turn, and then we'll come back once our boy has transformed for us into his full power states. We're only going to have Fierce Battle activated with Cooler right here. And we also potentially could take a lot of damage if this Vegeta super attacked us. Again, this Dragon Ball Super Broly, he's from a different era entirely, right? Like, this unit is only a couple of months away from being 4 years old, this Dragon Ball Super Broly. Again, it's just criminal and stunning that they've never really given us... So, like, along with the celebration, they gave us the base Broly, the free-to-play one that Dokkan awakened in the Super Saiyan Broly. We got the base Broly that Dokkan awakened into the Wrath Broly and EZA'd right away. And then we got the, you know, Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan one that we're looking at today. That's it. They've never gone back to Dragon Ball Super Broly, which is so weird, pretty much, right? Like, we had the LR Broly, Chila, and Lemo, and then I guess we also had the base Broly this year. But, like, the fact that, like, Super Saiyan Broly and Full Power Broly has remained as untouched as he is, dude, they could make 3+ LRs from all the stuff Broly does in the movie. It's bizarre. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and transform into Full Power Broly. Remember, all we have to do is get to turn 4 and he transforms. His link set does not change when he transforms, right? Broly's link set remains exactly the same. This is not really the greatest rotation. We are going to be able to get the 50% support. We probably should not have Broly in front of that many attacks like that. That would be a big deal. We don't want to let that happen. Alright, so let's see the damage that we'll get from Broly right here. Now, you know, on his, like, pre-transformation, you know, when he's just Super Saiyan with the armor, his super attack effect, all he's doing is greatly raising attack for 1 turn, right? Supreme damage to all enemies, AoE attack. In his full power form, he doesn't even really have a super attack effect. He just massively lowers enemy defense, which is worthless, right? It made, maybe, you know, it was tricky for some players when this Dokkan event first came out, right? I mean, Dokkan events weren't the toughest at that time, but if a boss could lower your defense like that, you could still get caught in Dokkan events, right? It's not like these days where Dokkan events just cannot challenge you in any way whatsoever. Alright, so let's see what Broly does. So 2.84, he has a guaranteed additional that's a high chance of being a super, right? Along with the 2.84 million attack set right here. It'll be interesting to see how they design this guy's EZA. Are they going to give him more additionals? Maybe I could imagine this guy like stacking attack or stacking defense. I think would make a lot of sense. Either or would probably be fine. And let's see. So his passive right now, besides the additional, oof, yeah, that's a lot of damage. He gets 8 key, 188% attack at the start of turn, and then 120% defense at the start of turn. I remember 188% attack was just like unbelievable when we first saw this guy's details in his kit. I remember being blown away at the stats that this Broly was rocking back when he first dropped, right? That 188% is huge, and he's got, you know, the additionals built in and stuff like that. This guy, when he first released, he was definitely able to cook a lot of damage. This Broly could hit very, very hard back in the day when he first dropped. Okay, we'll do a couple of more turns here. There's not really too much to look at, I would say, with this character, right? Like, kind of just seeing, like, what some of these stats are looking like with him on this 200% leader skill, right? I imagine when this guy and AGL Blue Gogeta will probably easy at the same time, and I bet you it is going to be absolutely insane wild, I would bet. Alright, so here we'll have Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle activated. He's at 174k defense. Definitely a bit lower than I would like to see. I can definitely say that. Alright, let's see what damage he gets right here. Right now, I have my Broly built mostly with crits. I imagine that was because of the World Tournament right back when I first rainbowed this guy. I'm not going to touch his potential system or anything like that until I would see what his EZA details are going to be like, right? I would imagine Blue Gogeta and this Broly will probably EZA together, and probably during a huge major celebration, right? So, like, Golden Week, New Year's, Anniversary, Worldwide, like one of those celebrations, I think, is where we would see this guy probably EZA with the AGL Blue Gogeta, and it would be crazy, right? Those two EZAing will impact a lot of teams that could use the help. I mean, you look at this Broly, right? He's on Movie Bosses, Full Power, Exploding Rage, Gifted Warriors, Miraculous Awakening, Transformation Boost. You know, he's on a lot of teams that could use help. He's on Power Beyond Super Saiyan as well. So, you know, we could use this guy in a lot of different setups. See, Broly, like, I would love for Dokkan to just give us a run of really strong Broly cards. I think that would be awesome for them to do. And I think it could impact a lot of these potential, like, villain and, you know, like, sort of like Saiyan teams in a very positive manner, right? Okay, so let's just go ahead and get this next turn's attack stat, and then we might finish up. Again, not really too much for us to look at. It's just, this video is more so like, you know, we're seeing the stats he could do right now, which are, you know, just like pathetic, right? Like, these numbers we're seeing from him are not good, right? Being under 200k defense on a lot of turns and stuff like that is just not what I would consider runnable in this day and age. But it's more so like looking at his kit and like thinking like how good he can be. Characters that tend to have good EZAs these days versus characters that their EZAs aren't that crazy, I think a lot of it depends upon what, like, the skeleton of their kit looks like beforehand, right? So, like, this Broly is pretty much a blank slate, right? Like, he has no super attack effect transformed. He only has 2-line passive when he's transformed. Just the 8-key, 188% attack, 120% defense, and the additional that has a high chance to be a super, right? So it's like they could go in several different ways with this character, right? To potentially make him really good. I think there's a lot of stuff they potentially could do for Broly to make him just a fiend, right? Make him really, really powerful. We'll see. We'll see what they end up doing. Again, we got most of our links activated right here. We have Cooler, who is giving Broly the 50% support. Let's go ahead and see what damage we get from Broly in this turn. So, let me know what you guys think of the transforming Dragon Ball Super Broly under a 200% leader skill. Again, I am praying that they give us a new version of this guy sometime soon. He just does so many attacks. They honestly could create such crazy characters. Amazing, like, Dokkan Fest LRs, Carnival LR type characters around this Broly would be really sick, right? I would love to see that, so... let me know what you guys think of our boy Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm a little bit nervous that Vegeta's gonna super attack us right here and take us out. If Vegeta supers right here, we are done. Let's see. Okay. Only 55 right there. Only 55. Only 55. That's all. Yeah, alright. So let me know what you guys think of Dragon Ball Super Broly. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll catch you guys next time. Alright guys, actually we can get one more rotation right here. This is pretty good. We have Berserker active, we got Garlic Jr., so I think this would actually be the highest attack stat we'll see from Broly in the video right here with Berserker active. I mean, remember, it's 30% attack that Broly is going to be getting from this Berserker link. So let's see. Maybe we could see him triple super right here with Berserker activated, and we could see a very nice, big, nasty attack stat from our boy Broly. Let's see what he gives us. 4.13. Okay. I mean, the fact that he could do this, he could do a 4 million attack stat 3 times as a 4-year-old unit, you know, I would say that's fairly decent. I mean, don't be surprised when in 6 months this guy's doing like a triple 15 million attack stat or something like that, right? Like that's what like an EZA for this guy is gonna look like. Oh, here, have these 3 15s real fast. All right, so there we go. There's Dragon Ball Super Broly. Hopefully he gets his EZA soon with Blue Gogeta, maybe in some big celebration. Hopefully Dragon Ball Super Broly gets a huge Dokkan Fest LR or something like that. Hopefully we will see that stuff soon. Thanks guys for watching, and this time, I'll catch y'all next time.